What up, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter? How's it going? Oh, how you doing? It's been a long day today. People already seen this video on Facebook, so I possibly won't repost it since it was a live video. But basically, this video that I'm setting up for y'all, a couple days ago, I posted some stuff on religion. Okay, and I knew better than that, but I did it anyway. You know what I mean? So, what's going to happen is that post got a lot of like run around answer and question time. You know what I mean? Like nobody. First off, everybody just said what they wanted to say without any middle ground. Second of all, whenever I had facts, they didn't want to hear it. You know what I mean? So if you want to see that conversation, click the thumbs up button. If I get 20 likes on this video, I'll release the conversation. So, but yeah, it went like I thought it was gonna go. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. You know. So was it last night? I think it was last night. Yeah, it was last night. I decided to make the video we're all about to watch now, and I had to record it off of Facebook because Facebook didn't save it like I told it to last night, or maybe it was just because it was 2 something in the morning and I was dang tired. You know what I'm saying? So, I said, give me a click like 20 likes, so get the conversation that I had put on YouTube, and please share, tweet me out. Let's get this video started. Anyway, these are my last thoughts of today. Last night around this time, I decided to post a video about the Bible and yada yada yada. We all know where that went. It went straight down the toilet. Okay. And I'm just gonna say this. You know, I'm just gonna say this because I already wrote it down. God damn, I already wrote it down. And sometimes the best way to do things is just to say it, because I was gonna type it all out and I decided I'm not gonna do that because it'd probably be easier to listen to me talk than it would be to read, because I know people on the internet don't read. And not many people read anymore. So instead of having a long status that most of y'all won't read or whatever, I forgot to tell you so you can just listen. You know what I mean? So here's my last thoughts of the day. I'm not posting too much about the Bible for a little while. It caused unnecessary banter. Because it did. It really did. Like, there was this stuff on there that shouldn't be on there. You go back and read. You know what I mean? It's just a lot of back and forth. And nobody really made any sense to each other. And nobody came to a point. They just argued their own point. You know? There was no middle ground. And that wasn't fair. Now, I agree with most of the Bible. Okay? I agree with most of the Bible. But also, I agree with a lot of the atheists and the Satanists. I agree with them too. You know? I agree with the Buddhists. So I agree with Christians, Buddhism, and satanic religions and stuff. You know? So I don't know if you can combine. I don't know if you can combine all three, but science rules everything. I know in my heart that I'm not an atheist. I'm not an atheist at all. I've had some outer body experiences. I've OD'd a couple times, and I didn't see black. And my heart stopped a couple times in my life. You know, so I didn't see black or anything. Hello, Thomas. We'll get into the rest of this now. But yeah, I'm not an atheist, and I'm not gonna argue anybody with that. I'm not. I'll debate, maybe, but I'm not an atheist. Maybe I came to that because I researched the Satanic Temple, and I thought, you know, what they're doing for some of these human rights and everything that people are trying to take away from people. They're, you know, I agree with a lot of things they're doing, but they're an atheist organization. I'm not atheist, so I don't know how I stand on that. This is going to be me to decide, you know. It's not me to judge who's right or wrong. It's not my job to thumb my nose at others' religious or spiritual walk. I don't know why a lot of people do that, but they do. You know, I used to back in the day before I got educated in spirituality and got to the level I'm at now. You know, I've gone through literally hell. I've gone through literal hell, and I will take the majority of it to my grave. And it's true. If y'all knew the fraction of the stuff that I've been through since I left Louisiana, y'all shit. You know what I mean? So I'm not the same Charlie people remember. You know what I mean? I've gone through so much stuff and it's ridiculous. And I take responsibility for it. Majority of it. You know what I mean? Had to live and learn somehow. Become a man. You know what I mean? The way I choose to live now is through love and understanding and empathy. I'm learning empathy every day. It's ridiculous. Sometimes I cry at stupid commercials. It's ridiculous, you know. But I'm learning empathy. I shut myself off for so long that it's good to learn how to feel things, like normal human things, you know what I mean? Because for a long time I didn't feel human at all. I didn't, you know. I love to play death metal for that reason, because it's the best outlet for all the anger and pent-up rage I have inside of me. It's also a lot of ways that I can communicate my hatred towards things, either politically or religiously, or things that I see in the news or things that go on. It's just sad, you know. Let's see, where am I at? You can believe. I believe that you can believe whatever you want. Okay, but as long as you don't, if you base it on negative and hatred, that's what you're gonna get back. I've learned that too. You know, you gotta love things. A lot of people call me hippie and shit, but and I'm not stoned actually. I've smoked weed in a good little while now, and you have to base what you do off love first, for your family, for yourself, mainly yourself first. Because if you don't love yourself first, you're not gonna get anywhere with anything. I learned that too the hard way, you know. Because you know, life's kind of like a battery. Life's like a battery, you know. Everybody feeds off the positive and the negatives, you know. And it's hard sometimes to remember that just because you have a negative doesn't mean you have to hold on to the negative. So many Christians, in my opinion, they clutch that Bible so hard, and when somebody comes with them at another perspective or an opinion that they don't like, they don't know what a middle ground is. You know, they don't know what the middle ground is. They don't know how to express themselves the right way, in my opinion. You know, it's always an argument with a religious person, which is why when I put that status up, I knew I shouldn't have done it. You know what I mean? But I did, because I said it, and it was already too late. I already hit post, and I wasn't deleting it. You know what I mean? But I have my own theories, like everybody else. I have my own way of looking at stuff. You know, and if that makes me a Satanist, it makes me a Satanist. You know, whatever. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm not an atheist. I'm spiritual. You know, I used to practice voodoo, for God's sakes. I know about spirituality. You know what I mean? I went crazy for a while. And but you know, life does what it does. I came out of it with some scars, you know, but it was worth the journey, you know. You gotta remember that sometimes you have to fight for it, you know. And I choose to fight to keep being happy, and to not let anybody take that away from me, and to love myself first and love my family through that love. You know what I mean? So, thank you for listening to me. Uh, if you did comment, let me know how you feel about what I'm talking about. Um, I send good vibes to everyone. You always sending it to me, so I send it back to you. You know, I love you all. Thank you for being you, hanging out with me, and yeah, going to bed now. Good night. All right, so if you made it this far after all that, give yourself a like. And if you haven't clicked the like button yet, please do. Uh, Share me out too. Like I said, maybe you know a little bit more about me now. You know what I mean? And it can be an enigma of a puzzle to learn what life is and what it's about and everything, but you shouldn't go around judging. You know what I mean? And if you are a certain religion or you have a certain thing you believe in, you gotta learn how to have a middle ground to communicate with people. You know what I mean? Especially if they want to hear what you're saying anyway. You gotta have a middle ground. Learn how to communicate and be there for one another. And ultimately just love one another. You know what I'm saying? So thanks for stopping in. Make sure you share the video. 20 likes to get you the conversation. I love you all and keep it brutal.